Hello?
Hi, it's Reese. I've got an appointment for 6:30.
Yep. Come on up. Hello?
Me again. Which suite? There's no number next to your name.
907. Come on in, it's open.
Hi, Doctor.
Reese, right?
Yeah. Sorry for running late. I didn't know if I had the right place.
Right, sorry, I'm not on the directory yet. I just moved in. Make yourself comfortable. Would you like anything to drink?
Coffee, please, if you have.
Milk, sugar?
Just black, please. Thanks for the coffee. And, for seeing me.
Do you always have your coffee black?
No. Not always.
Oh no? What changed your mind this time?
I don't know. I just felt like saying black, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm not here to judge you, and this isn't a test. I was just curious. So, are you nervous?
No, I don't think so. I'm a pretty open book. I don't have anything to hide.
Nothing?
Well, we all have our secrets, right? But by that I mean, I'll do my best to talk about whatever you want to talk about. So where do we begin? I mean, how does this usually start?
Well, technically, we've already started. You see, for every question I ask you and every answer you give, it helps build a better picture of who you are and why you're here. Without learning more about you, I won't be able to help you.
So it's imperative that I be completely honest?
Well, most of the time during sessions like this, I do very little talking. My patients, visitors, or guests, or whatever you wish to call them, open up quite a bit with me. Sometimes they feel as though they have to. Some of them can be nervous talkers and have a tendency to run on. Some are honest, some brutally honest, and then there are those that tell lies from start to finish, probably because they're trying to hide their true feelings.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself? Pretend you're having coffee with a new colleague.
Okay, well, my name's Reese. Obviously, you know that. I'm a program manager at Rasterix. It's an IT firm dealing in securities.
Financial securities.
Literally security systems, software, servers, etc.
Does that pay well?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
And do you like it there?
Oh yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. But sometimes some of the other PMs I work with can be assholes, which is a pretty significant source of stress for me. The way they take credit for ideas that weren't theirs, for work that they didn't do, the way that they'll throw fellow team members under the bus just to get ahead,
And do they get away with it?
like murder.
Well, surely there must be some comfort in knowing that they'll be caught someday and have to face retribution, especially in the private sector.
Unlikely. You see, these people are the types that can bullshit their way out of anything. Out of handcuffs. They talk for a living. That's all they do is talk. They really don't know how to do anything else. They sleaze their way from one corporation to the next, bullshitting and lying, weaseling their way in and out of positions of power.
It looks like every corporate environment seems to attract people like that, no?
No, you're absolutely right. Sometimes I think that corporations exist just to give the most useless pieces of shit in society an opportunity to feel like they're part of something.
But not you.
Hey, Doc, I do a lot of work, real work. I practically run my entire department. I'm not useless. I'm the sturdy table that their fragile little house of cards is sitting on.
Do you consider yourself an outsider?
Well, of course. I mean, not to sound arrogant, but the way I see the rest of them, with that glossed over look in their eyes, wearing the corporate colors, cheerleaders essentially for an organization that would turn its back on them in a heartbeat just to turn a profit. I see a bunch of blind people believing in something that's not real and makes me sick. Day after day of talking to people about their luxury cars, in their massive backyards, in their prissy pushover wives and the young waitresses they want to fuck and blah, 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 fucking blah, who cares? But, other than that, I guess my job's okay, yeah.
Would you like to start with what happened?
Yeah, I guess that's why we're here, right?
Don't worry about what's out there. Focus here. You know, I can't help you if you keep dancing around the issue.
I know, Doc, it's just difficult for me to get going.
I thought you said you're an open book.
I am, I mean, what's open?
Analogies aside, do you find it difficult to be honest?
No, not at all.
Is that an honest answer?
Well, I find this process kind of silly. I mean, not you. I find the whole idea of me talking to you kind of silly. I just can't imagine what you're hoping to find.
Only what you're able to give, Reese. You know, I can't do much with partial information. I could offer advice, suggest solutions, but without fully knowing what troubles you, we won't be able to get to the root cause and be able to fix it. So how far do you wish to go? How far do you wish to take it? It's up to you. I'm here for you.
You're putting me in the driver's seat? I might drive us off a cliff.
So are you married, Reese?
No, recently divorced.
And was that a mutual decision?
Is it ever? No, I left her due to intolerance.
What do you mean?
I suppose my wife was unable to cope with my personality.
What do you believe made your personality so inflexible?
I don't know. I feel like I was consistent the whole time, like I didn't change at all. I mean, I am who I am, right?
Go on.
It's difficult.
Open book, remember?
I'm trying, Doc.
I know you are. Did you have children with this woman?
With Robin, no. She's got a son, Ryan, from a previous marriage. He's 6.
Were you married long?
3 years. We met at a function for our clients. We struck up this great conversation that took us away from the chaos of the party. She just got out of a 7-year marriage, and I guess I charmed her pretty quick because we hit it off, and we were married only 6 months after that party.
Well, that's very fast, but not uncommon. So, after the honeymoon, things got worse?
Not at all. No, things got better.
Was this your first marriage?
Yeah, so I guess I was a bit naive about the whole thing. She said I didn't take her too seriously sometimes.
And looking back, would you agree?
I don't know. I loved her, though. I know that much. But I'm not the kind of guy you can keep locked up. I always find my way out.
Sounds like you're the type of man who appreciates his freedom.
Exactly, Doc. You said it.
And from what I understand, she wanted you to adapt to marriage, a life she understood, but one that was brand new to you.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
And what I'd like to understand is that if this behavior is common for you, if you often enter situations knowing that you won't be able to cope or switch gears, and how you get yourself out of them.
Well, I've only been married once.
Yes, but the behavior you exhibited during your first year of marriage may be the same as in, or the result of other events in your life. We'll need to go through them.
All of them?
Well, you can't put a cap on mental health.
What if we do?
We won't. So, Reese, why don't you tell me why you're really here? Or else, what's the point of talking, right? We need to work through your issues, not around them.
Yeah, I know. I guess I'm just embarrassed.
This is not a place of judgment.
I'm embarrassed because of how I acted, because I showed people a side of myself that I thought I had very much under control, a very, very personal side of myself.
You're ashamed.
Damn right I'm ashamed. I'm lost. I feel like I'm losing my grip on who I am as a person. Don't get me wrong, I'm not harboring multiple personalities or anything like that.
Why did you wait so long to seek help?
So long. It just happened.
No, putting the incident aside, why did it take so long for you to seek help when you first began to feel this way?
I don't know. I guess I didn't think that talking about it could really help anything.
But you're here now.
Not by choice, necessarily. I mean, don't get me wrong, but talking to somebody who's analyzing my thoughts and body language isn't exactly helping me open up.
Okay. No pen, no notes. Talk to me.
Yeah, but you're still analyzing.
Well, that's my job. I just thought if it was less obvious, you'd be able to open up more.
Okay.
Reese, I can talk to you if you want to talk, but at some point I'm going to offer my analysis based on what you tell me, because that's my job. Now, I can do that with or without writing anything down, but if you want to talk to me, then just talk to me. Tell me about what brought you here, your favorite movies, whatever you want, but just know you're leading the session, not me.
Back in the driver's seat?
Pedal to the metal.
Yeah. I just wanted to scream so loud that their heads would explode. Just burst like in that movie, Scanners.
I never saw it.
Yeah, you know, the one where they make the heads explode.
Still doesn't change the fact that I haven't seen it.
I just wanted to blow up their heads with my mind. I wanted to scream. Like, I had to scream, but no sound. Nothing was coming out. Do you ever have one of those dreams where something, like, terrible has happened to you, and you're trying to run away, but you can't? Like, every step that you take is like dragging through mud, and that you just can't get anywhere. That's how I felt that afternoon.
Like you were stuck.
Like something was pulling me in, like keeping me there. Like, I remember I started to cry. Maybe it was out of frustration. If I had feeling in my legs, I probably would have killed somebody.
You mean you would have run?
Yeah.
Well, be fortunate that wasn't the case. Otherwise, we'd be having this conversation behind bars.
No one would have caught me.
Oh no? Where would you have run to?
I don't know. Florida, Mexico, somewhere they would never look.
Oh, they'd eventually find you.
No, Doc. They would never find me.
You think you're special somehow? You think you can get away with killing someone?
Well, I don't know if I can actually kill someone, but I'm positive that I can get away with it.
How would you get away with it, Reese, if you could?
I don't know, Doc. I haven't put that much thought into it, but I suppose if I needed to cover up the evidence, I would make sure that I did it in a place where there were no witnesses.
Well, fortunately, you were surrounded by witnesses during your breakdown.
Okay, first off, Doc, I didn't have a breakdown. I had an epiphany. And secondly, I could have killed someone that night and gotten away with it.
How? Seriously, how in the state of mind you're in, surrounded by all those people,
State of mind? Come on, Doc, I'm not stupid.
there's no way a man can get away with murder. No way.
I disagree. Murders go unsolved all the time.
Unsolved, yes, but that doesn't mean the law has given up. Cold cases are reopened as new technologies become available. Engineering and achieving the perfect murder is not possible.
See, don't shoot down the idea before you really think about it. If we construct the perfect scenario, it will work because it's perfect. Otherwise, we just won't call it that.
And what would the perfect scenario be?
Well, first you'd want to look at the victim. Is the victim popular?
Go on.
Well, if so, then you got to find another victim, because somebody who's too well known and well liked is a terrible choice, as too many people would be concerned about his or her disappearance.
Okay, so your victim would be a loner.
A loner, or somebody who's living a double life.
A double life.
Yeah, somebody who's living a second life that's considered to be a dark and terrible secret. Something,
How about a criminal?
yeah. Scum of the earth, some petty thug nobody gives a shit about. They're already hiding enough of their life that their death would be part of their secret.
I see where you're going. Because a victim would be leading a secret double life or a criminal life, they would be reluctant to engage the law or call for help.
Exactly, and bam, dead.
Well, you're just skirting around logistical problems here. Not only would you have a corpse on your hands, but you would have your hands on a corpse. Think about the evidence left behind. Fingerprints, DNA, not to mention how you plan to entrap a victim in the first place and expect them not to struggle or resist being killed.
Okay, revision, no resistance.
No resistance.
No, none.
Oh, so they're just gonna voluntarily walk into slaughter now.
Yeah, we'll have to get them to come to us on their own volition.
Seriously.
Yeah, we should give them an incentive of some sort. Like if they're a criminal, that shouldn't be too hard. We'll entice them with money or something.
So you're saying the victim would need to be lured to us?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's see what we've got. The victim would need to be unpopular or leading a double life. They would need to come to us willingly, no questions asked. That still doesn't lead to perfect murder. You haven't given any thought into witnesses, evidence left behind, the murder weapon.
Okay, no, first, no witnesses. And second,
Where are you going to find a place with no witnesses?
well, this office for one. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to kill you, but this office is perfect. I mean, we can lure the victim here, do the deed, and leave no witnesses.
No.
Hypothetically, we can mislead a victim. Your name isn't on the directory yet, fortunate for us. We can get the victim to come here, give them the right buzzer number but the wrong suite number, and then when they arrive, we tell them to come to this suite. Maybe we got shit mixed up, right? Since I can tell that your intercom system isn't connected to any kind of database, we know that there are no record of any transactions being kept. That way, hypothetically, we can keep our true location a secret. We can get them into the relative area. Is this making sense?
I think we might be on a bit of a tangent here.
No, Doc, this could work. I'll prove it to you.
No, Reese, I don't condone murder.
We're not actually gonna kill somebody. Let's just see if we can get them to come here, if we can put this theory into practice.
Except for the murder part.
Of course, except for the murder part. I don't want to go to jail.
I thought you'd get away with it.
I don't want murder on my conscience.
Well, I am intrigued. I'm curious to see how you think this could happen, not how it actually would happen.
You don't believe me, do you?
Not for a second.
Give me your laptop. We can use this protocol software without revealing ourselves or our true location.
I take it this is something you've learned through work and not a hobby of yours?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
And who do you intend to lure here?
Not sure. Bottom of the barrel, scum of the earth, right?
Should we make a list? Low lives, right?
Right. Someone no one gives a shit about.
A convict?
Which we can't get on a moment's notice on account of their incarceration.
Drug dealer?
Too many connections, dangerous connections, plus they're usually carrying guns or knives.
A junkie?
Too uncooperative. Unpredictable.
How about a con man?
Might pick up that we're trying to con him.
A rapist?
No. How about a pedophile?
A pedophile.
Yeah, total fucking turd. Deserves to die anyway. Not in your office, of course.
How are you gonna lure a pedophile here?
Same way a pedophile lures his victims to him.
Oh God, what is this?
It's a message board for dickbags who can't seem to be able to date within their age range. Basically, it's a site for people who molest kids, or at least talk about it through a pathetic attempt at allegory.
Oh no, not on my computer.
Don't worry, Doc. I work in securities, remember? This can't be traced back to you. We're going through a private network. Through Russia. They'll never know it was you unless you go to Russia.
This is absolutely disgusting. How do you even know about this?
We caught a manager using it last year. Had the cops haul him away at a corporate function. It was pretty funny. Not for him, though.
I was about to say you have problems, but these people... I can make a fortune dealing with their problems.
No. Doc, these men, if you can call them men, are so fucked up that there's just no way of helping them. I mean, look at this one. Seeking master with young boy slave.
Damn it, Reese!
No wonder God hates us. See, this is why a pedophile would be the perfect victim. We'd be doing society a favor.
I hope you know that if you manage to get him here, I'll be obligated to call the police, or at the very least, offer counseling.
Like an intervention? Oh no, we're not saving this asshole's soul. He's going straight to hell. I'm gonna email him.
Oh no,
Now,
not...
from your account, don't worry, I got it. I'll set up another one right now.
You're very eager.
Oh yeah, once I set my mind on something, I'm very determined to see it through.
Is that important to you, or do you see that as weakness?
I see it as being a part of a strong character, especially when the determination and the time invested yield positive results. And it's away.
What did you say?
Just a bunch of stuff.
Well, I'm curious to know why you're striving so hard to prove something that is otherwise irrelevant. Why are we emailing pedophiles and creeps on the internet?
To lure one here.
But that's not part of our original discussion.
But you don't believe me that there's such thing as a perfect murder.
Why are you trying to avoid the real issues?
Oh, we got a reply from Roscoe567. Tell me about the child.
The child? Wait, what did you say?
I said we have a kid here.
You said what?
I told him we have a kid here that, he can take advantage of.
Oh my God, Reese, that's fucking sick!
I know it's fucking sick. We don't actually have a kid here. We're baiting this asshole, remember?
It's just that your mind would go there. That's just so disturbing.
Well, luckily I'm seeing a psychologist.
Well, I can't believe people like this even exist, and you want to lure one here. And how do you know that's not an undercover cop?
Easy, if it is, we'll explain the whole thing.
Oh, so you're going to explain to a cop that you're trying to lure a pedophile here with the intention to murder him and get away with it.
God, just let me finish this,
Reese,
okay?
just stop typing. Stop. What are you doing? Reese, stop typing. Stop typing.
Just
Reese.
relax, Doc, okay?
Reese.
There.
What did you do?
I sent him a picture.
What picture?
I don't know, I sent him a picture of some kid.
What kid?
I don't know, some kid I found on the internet, okay? God damn it, just relax, Doc.
This is just a bad idea.
What about this is a bad idea?
Oh, I don't know. Using a fictional child as bait to lure a pedophile here with intent to murder him and get away with it? What about that doesn't strike you as odd?
Oh, shit. Might not be able to use a fictional child.
What do you mean?
Roscoe567 wrote back. He says he wants to hear the kid speak on the phone.
Well, that's too bad for Roscoe567. We don't have one.
A phone?
A kid.
Can't you, do a voice?
What voice?
Like a kid's voice? Hello, Mr. Badman. Oh, please don't make me do it.
No, I can't do a voice, and from the sounds of it, neither can you. And this whole thing is just creeping me out. I can't do this.
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah, my ex-wife.
Your ex-wife.
She's got a 6-year-old son.
God damn it, Reese.
No. Listen to this. We can call Robin, get her to come here, bring Ryan. Say it's some kind of like a psychologist thing, for like an intervention or something, where you're trying to figure more about my past and what's wrong with me by talking to them. I don't know. Whatever.
That's just real nice.
Just think if we can actually get somebody to come here on their own accord.
Well, I still don't think that's possible. I don't think someone would blindly walk into a situation like this. What are you doing?
Calling Robin.
No, Trace.
Relax, it's secure.
Hello?
Robin?
Hello?
Hi, Robin, it's Reese.
Reese?
Yeah, listen. I'm at the doctor's and I was wondering
Oh,
if...
still can't get it up?
What? No, God. Look, I was at the doctor's and I was wondering if you could talk. Here.
About what?
Hi, Robin. You're on speakerphone? This is Reese's doctor or psychologist. Reese has been having some problems recently with his work and personal life, and we thought that since you and Ryan are as close as family...
That's not true. Reese's sister lives in town.
She's dead.
What? Oh my god. Reese, I am so sorry.
Robin, I think if you and Ryan can come down to my office and talk briefly about Reese and his past behavior, the insight you provide could be invaluable.
Okay. I still don't see how Ryan and I will be of any help.
I promise I will take every opportunity to connect Reese with his past in order to help his future. We're at 5 Richmond Street West. You can use bus code 55.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robin. Connect with his past in order to help his future?
Well, I couldn't think of another goddamn lie, okay?
Don't worry, I think she bought it. Now we can get Roscoe 567 to come here and... What? Son of a bitch!
And what is it?
This fucking guy's blowing us off.
What do you mean?
Hey, gonna have to pass on your offer. Sounds too good to be true. Plus, starting shift now, unless I can see vid of child right now. Fuck!
Well, that's too bad.
Fuck, he was perfect. I can't believe a fucking molester blew us off. I'm gonna have to find somebody else.
Hold on. Before you jump on someone else, are you sure the plan isn't already flawed?
What do you mean, flawed?
Well, we actually don't have a plan. I mean, we've got nothing. We don't even have a contingency. Aren't those 2 factors of being organized and having a backup plan key to a successful murder?
Exactly. Here we are, ready to charge into battle. We don't even have a plan.
No one goes into battle without a plan.
Exactly.
It's time to create a flowchart. Okay. In your opinion, what's the best way to kill someone? Just name a few and I'll list the pros and cons.
Okay. Gun.
Gun, yes. Shooting someone.
Yes.
Pros?
Quick death.
Anything else?
Probably won't lose bowel control.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna write that down. Cons?
Limited ammunition. Fucking loud.
How about messy? Blood spatter. The victim's DNA will be splashed all over the room like a Jackson Pollock.
Yeah, also no guaranteed kill. Could take more than one shot, especially if he's a fatty.
Which increases the likelihood that someone's going to hear. Plus, to begin with, we don't even have a gun.
Or know how to use one. Okay, yeah, gun's a bad idea.
Okay, just name a few more and I'll jot them down.
Stabbing. Dismemberment. Drowning. Suffocation. Poison. Fire explosion. Ah! Bludgeoning, yes. Decapitation. Bloodletting. pushing out a window. That'd be fucking hilarious, but you could probably see that. Electrocution. Had to make sure that we weren't touching them as we guided their finger into the light socket, though, so it's probably that one. Alright. I can't really think of any more, so.
Okay. Just from looking at this list, I could already tell you which ones will need to be ruled out. Either because they'll be impossible to do from this location, or from the amount of evidence left behind.
Yeah, stabbing would be a bloodbath.
Yes, unless we're a cleaning service, which we're not, this one's out of the question. Dismemberment, same thing. This place will be a forensic investigator's wet dream for the amount of evidence left behind. Plus, to begin with, we don't even have this tool to do this. Garbage bags, yes. Bone saw, not really on my Office Depot list of supplies.
Drowning. Yeah, we don't have a bathtub, we don't have access to a swimming pool, so.
We can do it in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, if we want to be fucking amateurs about it, why don't we just waterboard the victim?
The pros with drowning, aside from water left in the lungs, there's very little evidence left behind.
So, keep that one on the board then.
Keeping it on.
Suffocation.
There's many pros to this, especially with the right equipment.
Yeah, not messy at all.
And the evidence left behind will be easily clean and minimal.
Yeah. Plus, we could do with almost anything. A rope, our hands, a plastic bag.
Ah, yes, a plastic bag, which will provide the perfect enclosure for anything the victim may expel during the murder.
Fucking take out the trash at the same time.
Poison.
Poison, the pro I see is that the victim could die and they wouldn't even know.
Die unknowingly.
Yeah.
Cons?
Messy, maybe?
Also.
Say we give him something that makes him shit or puke all over the place.
I was thinking more along the lines of cardiac arrest.
And we need pills of some kind for that, though.
Which I don't have because I'm not a psychiatrist.
Is that the difference?
Talking to someone versus loading them up? Yes, I prefer talking. Okay, so let's go through this again. We ruled out gun, stabbing, dismemberment, poison. What about fire and explosion? What's wrong with those two?
Yeah, as much as I like that, the evidence left behind would be impossible to clean up, and there'd probably be investigations by police and fire and engineers and all that shit.
Right, so these two methods are actually worse than a gun.
Probably. Fuck. Can't do any of the fun stuff.
I mean, like bludgeoning, decapitation, bloodletting, pushing out a window.
Yes.
What about strangulation?
Could break the neck, leave marks on the body.
Is our objective to make it appear that the victim just dropped dead?
I think it should be.
Then strangulation is definitely out. And for that matter, so is drowning. Think about it. Water left in the lungs could be analyzed to come from a certain part of the city, or contain minerals, say, found in piping. Narrow that search down to come from a specific building, this old building, for example.
Yeah, plus we should also consider we might get one of those magician assholes who can hold his breath for like 10 minutes. Looking at suffocation, though. What if somebody walks in here, we throw a bag over their head? The pro I see of this is that there's no, or very minimal at least, physical evidence left on the body, like no bruising, no broken bones, no damage to the windpipe.
Oh, the eyes could pop out.
You shove them right back in?
Maybe our objective should be to make it such that the body can't be found so that no autopsy can be performed, yet still minimize the amount of evidence left behind. But I think we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Suffocation. In the office with a plastic bag. Like Clue, right?
I never played that.
Yeah, of course not. I guess this is it. This is our plan.
This is not our plan. We still haven't figured out who the perfect victim would be and strategize how you intend to lure them here. Let's start with the victim as we proceed to the kill. Anything that doesn't meet our criteria will follow to abort.
Alright.
So, assuming our victim is murdered by suffocation, and assuming our victim comes to us, there's no reason to explore other options. Agreed?
Yeah. See, Doc, you're getting into this, man.
No, I'm not getting into this. I'm engaging you in a method that may shed light on the reason why you're here, since you're so unwilling to tell me.
So this is all just part of your analysis.
Exactly.
Right, well, quit acting like you're not interested.
Can we please get back to this? I have absolutely no interest in committing a murder. I'm only allowing this to continue in order to help you. And prove you wrong.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna be the one who's wrong, Doc. Is the victim alone?
What?
Put it on there. Is the victim alone?
If the victim's not alone, then abort, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about entering the building?
I thought you said that there were no security cameras.
What if other people outside in the lobby see the victim at the elevator or at the door?
I'd say that's an important consideration. We'll have to ask the victim in some kind of nonchalant way.
What about cell phones?
Signal location, right?
Well, you work in IT. Educate me.
I work in computers, Doc.
Which are just larger cell phones.
Right, well, if we're concerned about the geolocation that the phone registers at,
Yeah?
we don't have to worry at all.
What do you mean?
Well, if the victim's cell phone is used from this location, we do have right to be concerned, but if their signal is just being pinged off a tower nearby, think about it, triangulating a signal in the downtown core, it just won't work.
Well, that's good, but why?
Well, first off, there are so many towers in the downtown core, signals are routed by traffic and not proximity.
So even if you're close to one tower, a second tower further away may be registering your signal.
Exactly, or a third or a fourth or a fifth until proper space is allotted. So narrowing down a very specific location is next to impossible. And secondly, if the victim we're attempting to lure is living a criminal or a double life, they've probably gone ahead and switched off the GPS tracking on their phones.
I think I understand, but it still poses a risk.
What if we got the victim to turn off their phone?
Well, we could, but wouldn't that be incredibly suspicious?
You're a doctor. Use your authoritative position as a doctor to tell them, no cell phones, no phones on silent, no distractions. Period. After that, we destroy the phone. Yeah, 5 steps seems a little bare, no?
Well, I'm sure we'll be adding to it as we continue. Plus, we haven't discussed disposal.
You mean checking out the corpse?
I wasn't going to be so indignant, but yes.
Fuck, I never even thought about getting rid of the body.
That's why I'm here.
So basically, we're gonna have to get the victim to conform to all of these.
No, not conform. We would need to find a victim who fits our model perfectly. Take the pedophile, for example.
Yeah.
Does he come to us?
Yeah.
Is he alone?
Yeah.
Did anyone see him enter the building?
I don't know.
See, that's why we created the flowchart. Hello?
Hi, it's Robin. I'm here to see Reese and his doctor. Hello?
Hi, this is Reese's doctor. Come on up. What the fuck are you doing?
What was I supposed to do? Leave her there?
Yes!
I thought this is what you wanted.
No! Hello?
Yeah, Robin again. What room are you in? There's no number listed.
Sorry, 907.
Motherfucker! Oh, what is it now? 3 things. 1, she's my ex-wife. 2, she will be of no assistance to us. I promise you that. And 3, she's gonna see this big fucking board. Oh, shit!
No, hold on. Don't erase it. Don't erase it. Can we just put it away somewhere? Hide it? I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
What the fuck is this?
Psychology humor. Look, it's the dick cigar or the murder plot. Come in. in, it's open.
Hello.
Hi, Robin. Please, take a seat. Would you like anything to drink?
No, thank you. Hey, Reese. So why am I here? What do you want to talk about?
Well,
Also, I'm really sorry about your sister.
yeah.
Okay, Reese, what's going on? It's starting to feel like you invited me to a threesome.
What?
No, Robin, this isn't. This night is just so original. I'm Reese's doctor, and I expressed concerns early in the session about his past, and in particular, your breakup.
Well, Reese broke up with me.
Yes, I know that, but I'm still trying to unravel the mystery that is your ex-husband, and I thought having you here would help me.
Me and my son?
What?
You asked for both me and my son to be here.
Well, no matter. Just you is fine.
Well, I don't really know what kind of mystery you're expecting to unravel here. Reese's mind isn't exactly one you want to get too deep inside.
What the hell do you mean?
Well, I'm still trying to get to know him.
Reese, you're insane.
You dick.
Reese.
Fuck you. You know what? If you just invited me here to insult me, I'm leaving.
Maybe you should.
No. No, wait, please. We can work with this. Obviously, you two have things to say to each other that you haven't already said. You'll get the chance. But first, if you can put aside your resentment, please. I'd like you to tell me about Reese and his past. Reese has given me an outline of who he is and a sample of what's going on in his head, and I need your help to fill it in.
Doc, come on.
Robin?
Well, Reese is a passionate man. His convictions drive the decisions that he makes all of the time. There's little to no debate on what the next choice is that he's going to make, as long as it fits in with his beliefs or motives. In fact, his passion and decision-making can be pretty blinding. Totally one-sided sometimes. It's more constrictive than freeing. Reese would be miles ahead of me. It was always difficult to keep up with him. I'd have to set aside all of my inhibitions just to stay in stride and keep up with his interests. God, he would change his feelings about everything that he liked. Each day it was something new.
So Reese was fleeting.
Well, you'd probably have to come up with a whole new word for what Reese is.
Was he ever frustrated by his choices?
You know, I'm right here.
Or by inaction, the results of the choices he made?
Well, Reese wasn't happy about many of his choices, but I don't really remember him being that frustrated. But there was always a particular darkness about him. Well, this sort of alter ego bubbling beneath the surface. It was something that he never showed anyone, even me. But you get to know somebody long enough, and eventually you read between the lines and put the pieces together to make a whole, you know?
In your opinion, do you believe this is why you separated? Perhaps you got too good a look at his alter ego.
Well, from my perspective, Reese and I separated because I couldn't really work with his behavior. But I don't know. You'd have to ask him. To this day, he's never given me a straight answer.
Well, Reese,
Well, what?
is there something you'd like to say to Robin?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing I want to talk about right now.
Well, why not? Why are you here then if you don't want to talk? Why the hell am I here?
Oh, Robin, you're here because I asked you to come here. Because I thought your presence would allow Reese to either open up more or shed light on the real reason why he's seeing a psychologist.
I don't get it. What happened?
It's a sensitive matter. Reese is not ready to discuss that just yet.
I got fired.
Why am I not surprised?
No, I got very fired.
Well, technically, Reese has been placed on indefinite medical leave.
Without pay.
Yes, without pay, but with medical expenses covered.
And a restraining order.
God, did you kill someone?
No, he would be in custody if that were the case. Not here in my office.
I'd probably get away with it, though.
Reese, what happened to you?
I don't want to talk about it. And I certainly don't want to talk about it with you.
Fine then, I'm leaving.
No, wait, Robin, please.
What's the point?
Because of you, I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, that's wonderful. So while his scars are being mended, thanks to me, I'm forced to tear mine open? I don't even have a psychiatrist.
Well, actually, I'm a psychologist.
Well, excuse me, I don't have a psychologist. I certainly can't afford one, and I sure as hell can't convince my employer to get me one.
Robin, wait, if you can just give us a second, just a few minutes, please. Please?
Fine.
Reese, you gotta say something in there. I'm hamming it up in order to keep her involvement legit. Fuck her. Reese? Hold on. I'm thinking. Robin. Robin's the one. The one what? The plan. The murder plan. Robin's the one. You want to kill your ex-wife? No, I want to keep showering her with alimony for the rest of my life. Of course I want to kill her. What divorced man in the right mind doesn't want to kill his ex-wife? But you left her. Exactly. It's perfect. No one would ever suspect the man who left his wife of killing her. But seriously, what a bitch, huh? Fucking tell me she knows me better than I know myself. Well, she does. Her description of you is almost a carbon copy of the notes I've been taking this entire session, line for line. What the fuck are you saying? I'm saying that if people around you feel a certain way about you, or react a certain way, it's likely because of the behavior you are exhibiting. Essentially, the opinions you have of yourself are false and misaligned. Look to the reactions of others in order to gain a perspective on yourself. Keep an open mind. Okay. Where are your plastic bags? Stuff this bitch out right now. Whoa. Slow down there. No one's murdering anyone tonight.
Did you say murdering?
No, I said furthering. Come on, man. No. Look, Doc. Look at her. Sitting on that couch, that prim and proper posture. Hands clasped together like she's about to meet the fucking president. Smug look on her face. Like she's got the whole world figured out. Don't you wanna just choke her out? Just a little bit. No, I don't. And deep down, I don't believe you do either. I don't get it. You left her. Why all the resentment? It's just the way she has me figured. Plus, being around her brings back all these god-awful feelings. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it any other time. Besides, now only because we have a plan. I don't actually want to do her any harm. Well, you could have fooled me. Besides, the plan isn't even remotely complete. If we're going to get away with it, we need to close the gaps. Do you remember that item we added to the board about anyone seeing the victim enter? Yeah. Well, don't you think you should ask her if anyone saw her enter the goddamn building? We already know she came to us. We already know she came alone. Okay.
Robin, are you parked close by? Are you in a hurry to get somewhere?
I took a cab.
Well, there you go.
So, what? One sketchy immigrant motherfucking cab driver took her here. She probably didn't watch her walk in.
Look, Reese, all it takes is one flaw, one slip, in order to bring the whole house down. Plus, I thought of 2 more things to add to the board when we get a chance.
What?
How is the victim known to you?
As a friend? Or an enemy, maybe?
Exactly. Abort if enemy, proceed if friend? Think about it. If you're a known enemy to the victim in any capacity, you are likely to show up on a cop's radar.
So what you're saying is that me, being the ex-husband, would be a prime suspect in her disappearance, even though I was the one who left her and harbored no discernible grudge or resentment.
We wouldn't know exactly what the cops would focus on, but we would be structuring our crime with that possibility in mind. So let's assume that as the ex, that makes you an enemy to Robin. Now the other thing is, does the victim's family know where they are? You said that Robin has a son, right? She must have said something to him before she left. Maybe he knows. Let's assume she did and he does know.
Abort.
There you go. There's your answer and your plan. Now you need to walk over there and let her go. Tell her it was a mistake bringing her here, or just talk to her.
About what?
About you, about what happened, why it happened.
What the hell would she have to offer me?
Why don't you go find out?
Okay. I'll go talk to her. Tell her to leave.
So, are you gonna let me go now?
Yep.
Okay, well, before I go, can I just say I'm really, really sorry about your sister.
Yeah.
What?
She's not dead.
What?
She's not.
Fuck you, Reese! You are unfucking believable! No, don't fucking touch me! Don't lie to me like you lied to some fucking whore! You used me for what? I don't give a shit anymore. You played me for the last fucking time. You hear me? The last fucking time! And Doctor, whoever the fuck you are, thanks for wasting my time.
Psycho.
Oh my god, what the hell did you say to her?
The truth, sort of.
Wait. You told her about the plan? You told her why you're here? You told her, but you can't tell me. Christ almighty, you're unbelievable.
Relax, Doc. All I told her is that my sister isn't dead. I knew it would piss her off and get her to leave quickly, but she is right.
Oh, right, and what, that you're insane? I could have diagnosed that.
Right in that I treated her like some kind of whore, disrespecting her, lying to her constantly, playing her for a cheap trick. Fuck that, man. We need to kill a hooker.
A hooker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A prostitute.
Yes, a lady of the night. We need to kill a hooker. Her family and friends probably don't know where she is or that she's even a hooker.
Unless they're the kind of family that encourages it.
Yeah. No. If she's an independent girl, she probably comes alone. She's probably using a secret cell phone, a pay-as-you-go phone that doesn't collect any personal information. I'm past the whole taxi driver bit because, come on, there are a ton of businesses operating in this building.
I would say there's probably about 24 people in the building right now.
Excellent. It's perfect. Like the cell phone pinging concept. There are plenty of people that could have seen her walk in that we could pin the blame on.
Wow. You really don't care about other people, do you?
Nope.
What about other people seeing her enter or take the elevator to a certain floor? A pretty woman might be difficult to forget.
Well, we're the paying customer. Why don't we just ask her?
Yeah, we could ask her to be discreet, and if she says that yes, someone did in fact see her, abort the plan.
And if not,
Jesus.
come on, Doc. Like, you've never looked at one of these before.
Is it too outlandish for you to accept that not everyone shares your interests?
Yeah.
It is.
Son of a bitch. I knew I should have taken a deposit from you.
How about Rita?
Is she independent?
They're all independent. This is just one big website dedicated to independent escorts.
All of them?
It's a recession.
Well, I guess she's as good as any.
Is she? I mean, it says here she doesn't do oral. You see in this little box here?
So?
So?
So you're not gonna have sex with her?
So then what the hell are we doing? We might as well order a pizza.
We're applying our model to a real-life scenario, that's it. So who gives a shit if she doesn't do oral or only does anal on the first Sunday of every month? Whatever!
How about Rain?
Rain?
Yeah.
She's alright.
Come on, Doc. She's more than all right. She's young. She's independent. She's got a phone number listed.
The 289 number.
It's probably a disposable phone. Should I call her?
Yeah, do it. Why not?
Really? All right, all right. Fuck.
What is it now?
Fucking thing's frozen. Piece of shit.
Well, don't let the dogs out. Just hold on a second. There.
Hello?
Hi, I'm calling about your ad.
Sure, love. When are you looking to book?
Tonight, if possible.
Yeah, I can swing it. My donation is $500.
All right.
Hey, girls gotta eat, right?
What if I just paid to watch you eat?
I'm sorry?
Nothing, sorry.
What's your address, love?
It's 5 Richmond West. You can hit buzzer 55. I'll tell you where to go from there.
I'll see you soon.
Oh, and just one more thing. Can you be as discreet as possible? I don't want anyone to see.
Sure, love.
There we go.
Yeah. There we go. That was actually pretty easy.
That was really easy. You sure you don't want to bang her? Because she's pretty hot. If that was her real photo, which it probably wasn't. Would that be the real crime here? Ordering a prostitute and not having sex with her? Got any cash on you? I only have a 20.
I have several $100 on me.
Great. Take it out.
We're not going to pay her.
No, of course not, but she's not going to actually enter the room until we show her the money.
Okay. I just want to make sure we aren't actually paying her.
You can't part with a few $100 for the night?
I may make a lot of money, but $500 is still $500.
$480, Doc. Remember, I'm still chipping in here.
Does this happen often?
What? Ordering a hooker?
No, getting people to perform for you.
What do you mean?
Play into your schemes. Making them feel like they're part of something without realizing that they're just, a part of your self-validating behavior.
Well, that's not a very nice thing to say.
It's true though, isn't it? You're a user of people.
So? So what if I am? You don't get around in this world by being everyone's friend.
Oh, we could be friends.
Yeah, but by the end of this night, we'll be a lot closer.
But that's not it, is it? You don't behave this way out of necessity. You enjoy it.
So, I'm guilty of having a little fun once in a while.
You're playing with people's lives, Reese. Toying with their emotions and fears to elicit a response that satisfies you and only you. It's a little selfish, wouldn't you say?
Why all of a sudden are you turning on me?
I'm not turning on you, Reese. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you to admit that you have a problem, and it's this problem that is the focus of every destructive decision you've ever made in your life.
You talk about me like I'm some kind of a fucking child. Don't you think I would have figured this shit out on my own by now?
Don't you?
Fuck off.
Reese, why are you here? You've taken hours of your day, hours of my time to what? To continually refuse to work with me? What are you so afraid of?
Not a goddamn thing.
You know, I can't help you if you continue to lie.
I'm not lying. I'm obfuscating. Maybe I don't want help.
Then I'm really of no use to you.
Doc, I want to open up, trust me, but it just feels absurd. I guess I always thought I was strong enough to solve my problems on my own without having to consult anybody. Haven't really been feeling like myself lately. Feeling very disembodied, as if I'm watching myself from a distance like a spectator would. In fact, I almost feel like I'm watching somebody else, like somebody else's actions, feeling somebody else's feelings, and when that other Reese lies or drinks his face off or just fucks something up, it's not me. I'm a safe distance away watching this poor man break down and get pulled apart. Then I feel weighted, compressed by this bullshit. And every breath I take, I feel like there's a noose around my neck, and I can't breathe. And then I start to panic, and I start to think about
About what?
awful things.
When do you feel the most synchronous that you and this other Reese you watch from a distance are the same?
Right now, I suppose.
Right now, as we move through this exercise?
I know it sounds absurd, but I get it. But I feel like I can get creative with it. Like it makes me feel invincible.
Maybe it's because you're trying to dissociate yourself from traits you are ashamed of. Rather than confront your problems, you've found a convenient way of packaging them up and tucking them away. Only now they've become so big that they've taken on a form of their own.
Do you have a name for that in psychology?
Well, yes, we have many names for it depending on severity. Compartmentalization or dissociative identity disorder.
You saying I have multiple personalities? No way.
Reese, from what you just described to me is that you can watch yourself perform acts which you believe are not reflective of who you think you are. Now, I'm not suggesting you can switch personalities on and off, but it sounds like you separate the onus and responsibilities of life from yourself, project it onto or into another version of you. A version you can dismiss and ignore entirely at will, thus truly never having to accept responsibility for anything. You've established quite an interesting method of problem solving in that you never have to deal with a single problem. I think that's why you are as engaged as you are by this exercise.
Because I can lay all of the blame on this other aspect of myself.
Hello?
It's Rain.
Come on up, Suite 907. Should we make the place look nicer?
What, like candlelight? Maybe sprinkle some rose petals, play some Kenny G? But she's capable of fucking to Ride of the Valkyries on full blast in a pile of dead bodies. I gotta piss.
Washroom's over there.
This is perfect.
Oh, whoa. Slow down there. We're not actually gonna do it. Remember what you said? Put that bag away.
Why not?
Why? Why? Because.
Because why?
Do we have to run through the board again? We don't actually know that she's the right victim, right? We'll need to determine that when she gets here if anyone saw her come in. Remember?
All right. I'll keep the bag handy, okay?
Just put it over there. Hi.
Hello. Come in, please.
It's gonna cost extra for the two of you, and I don't do video if that's why you're here.
Oh, no. No. You're here for him, not me.
Then who are you?
I'm his psychologist.
Right. And, my donation?
Oh, right, of course.
Hi, love.
I'm Reese.
So where do you want to do this?
Well, first, please have a seat. Do you mind if we ask you just a few questions?
Sure. But first, just let me say, I don't do anal, I don't want bite marks or bruises, I don't swallow. And I always use protection.
Okay. That's reasonable, I guess. Can we get you anything to drink?
Sure. Vodka soda?
We have water, coffee, and table cream.
Right. I'm okay. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
No, just a personal question.
No personal questions.
Well, of course not, but,
No personal questions.
okay.
No.
Look, does your family know you're an escort?
Why is that any of your business?
I just want to know.
Okay, are we gonna have sex or not?
Yeah, but...
Oh, so you're lying to me now or to her?
What?
About sex, what we agreed on.
What's going on here? Who are you anyway?
His psychologist.
So what's wrong with him then?
Look, nothing's wrong with me. All I want to know...
Is he dangerous?
Could be.
What?
Shut the fuck up, man.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go now.
Okay, wait, please. All I wanted to know is...
If my family knows I fuck guys for money, no, that would be sick.
What about your friends?
No, seriously?
Did anyone see you come in?
You guys told me to be discreet, so no.
You sure no one saw you? No one at all?
No one. At all. Look, I understand. It's a little sketchy hooking up in an office building, but I understand. It's my business to understand. I can be as discreet as my client needs me to be. No one saw me slip in, and no one's gonna see me slip out.
Well, that's good to know, Rain. The business I conduct here, however unorthodox, is strictly confidential. That's the reason for all these silly questions. Now, if you have a cell phone, could you kindly turn it off? We want to make sure there's no disruptions of any kind.
As long as you're not planning to kill me. Cool pool table, by the way.
We can have sex on it if you like.
So I am here to service you then.
You tell me, you're the escort.
Look, I came here ready to fuck, but all you seem to want to do is talk. My jaw's already tired and I haven't even seen your dick yet. Wait a second. You boys have never done this before, have you? How about I cut you a deal? Extra 300 and I'll let you both have a go, and you can rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
No, I do not want to be involved in this, but thank you for the consideration.
Well then, how about you take a walk and allow Reese and I to get to know each other a little better?
Yeah. Why don't you?
Because as your psychologist, I want to make sure my money is well spent. After all, I'm not the one who ordered an escort with only 20 in my wallet.
I don't care where the money came from.
I can still perform if he watches.
You guys gay or something?
What? I'm not gay.
Maybe you're seeing a psychologist because you're trying to overcome your homoerotic urges?
What the fuck? I will fuck you right now.
Overcompensating with a dramatic gesture? Look, I'll put my hair back and look like a man, but I'm still not gonna do anal. There's nothing wrong with it, you know. Being gay, I mean.
Pardon my asking, but do you have training in psychology?
Yes, actually, I'm doing my master's in psych right now.
Oh, wow. In what discipline?
Behavioral.
fascinating. So, why do you do this line of work?
Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to afford my tuition, and I really want to do my PhD.
Doc, she's obviously lying. It's all an act. It's her job.
Look, I know this isn't very interesting for you right now, but you boys are gonna have to make a decision, and quick. It's either gonna be sex or chit-chat.
Well, I guess that's up to my psychologist.
I think I will take that glass of water now.
What are you doing?
Seducing you. What does it look like?
So, aside from tuition, what initially attracted you to this profession?
The fact that I can make up to $2,000 a night just by having sex.
Wow, that's way more than I make an entire day from listening to a bunch of assholes talk.
I mean, I enjoy sex as much as anybody, but I don't do it for the easy money. It's not always easy. There's always the potential for danger, but I like the anonymity and getting to know strangers intimately. You'd be surprised at how much you can learn about a person by having sex with them.
Oh, further body language?
Not even the things they say, the truths they tell, the faults they admit. It's like all the cards are laid out on the table and they can be completely honest with me because of who I am and what I represent.
Speaking of honesty, I'm guessing you don't pay any taxes of any sort for this service, which increases your overall yield?
If this is gonna be longer than an hour, I'm gonna have to let my driver know.
Driver?
You have a driver waiting for you downstairs?
Yeah?
I thought you were independent.
I am independent. I just live on the other side of town. Do you expect me to take the fucking bus?
Shit.
What?
This isn't gonna work.
He's not gonna bother us. It's fine.
No, he's right. This isn't gonna work.
Okay. Okay, you guys are freaking me out. I think I'm gonna go.
Sorry for wasting your time.
You're kinda cute. Sure you don't wanna go at it?
I do, but there are complicated matters here.
I don't care.
Okay, well,
Whatever.
Hey, did you get my money back?
nope.
Right. I'm adding that to your bill. Oh, did you notice that we forgot to cover up the board?
Shit. I really wanted to kill that hooker.
Oh, and risk having her bulging roid rage driver come up here and beat the shit out of us because we took his only source of income away from him. No.
Fuck, she was perfect, man.
Almost, right? There's no way we would have known that she was going to come with the driver.
Hey, you seem a little bit more into this. About the whole idea of killing her.
Absolutely not.
Don't lie to a liar, Doc.
Look, I'll admit I was a little excited by the fact that we were able to coerce someone into coming here, someone who almost fit perfectly the profile of our victim. And I was pleased by the fact that we were able to get them to turn off their cell phone, cutting them off from the outside world. In front of mere strangers, no less. But having said that, I have absolutely no interest in killing someone.
Oh, come on. Some part of you must be the slightest, tiniest bit curious to know if I'm right, if getting away with it is actually possible.
Well, maybe the tiniest bit, which is overshadowed by a heavy brooding feeling of remorse and guilt left in the wake. I'm not sure I want to give up my sanity for the sake of an argument. It's not worth it to me. And you can twist my arm all you want, but I will not kill for you or with you.
Oh, fair enough. Not forcing you to do anything. But, I want you to be ready for me when the time comes.
No.
You're my doctor. I'm putting a considerable amount of faith and trust in you. Like catching someone when they close their eyes and fall backwards, I want you to catch me. I want you to be ready for me when the time comes, Doc.
I will not help you.
Please, just say you'll be ready to help me when the time comes. Just say it.
Okay, fine. If it happens, I'll be ready to help you. If.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm not saying it won't either, but thank you for being on my side.
Part of me wonders what I've just gotten myself into. If I've just fallen into the same trap all your other friends have.
You know, I don't like how you talk about me with such an accusatory tone. I'm not a monster.
I didn't say you were a monster. I am saying that you are the antithesis of a nice, normal person.
Not true.
I think you're struggling with psychopathy.
Psychopathy.
Yes.
You think that I'm a psychopath?
Of all the information I've gathered during our session, it indicates to me that you are either on the cusp of psychopathy or entirely over the edge.
But what happened to compartmentalization? Dissociative identity disorder? Not applicable anymore?
Well, I suppose my initial diagnosis was incorrect.
Oh, you suppose? So you're just going to accuse me of being a psychopath, a man who you let into your office, into your life, and spent the entire evening with conceiving a murder. Tell me, Doc. Do your friends know that you're working here this late at night? Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
You're not going to murder me.
Of course not. We're partners in crime.
No, we are not partners.
But we're plotting here. We're
No. We are not plotting. That's where you're wrong. I'm engaging you in a method that you are in control of that may shed light on the real reason why you're here and the incident that took place at the office last week. That's it.
That's it.
That's all.
Okay.
Reese, you're an awesome guy, and I want to like you. I want to like your plan. But it just goes back to how flawed your plan is, which I believe is a reflection of your flawed personality. You just get so wound up, you overlook way too much.
What did we overlook? The fact that the hooker had a fucking driver?
Reese, I want to share your enthusiasm. Even a slice of it, but I'm just not convinced it can work.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I got it. The perfect, absolute, perfect fucking victim.
Who is it?
Forget ex-wives, criminals, or hookers. A fucking pizza delivery guy.
A pizza delivery guy.
Yes, a pizza delivery guy. Nobody, and I mean nobody, gives a shit about pizza delivery guys.
True.
So check it out, okay? We call an independent place something small that doesn't record anything on computers. We give them the wrong floor number and suite number. In fact, which floor is absolutely empty at this hour?
5th floor, used for government offices.
Okay, we tell them to come to 507. Now looking at this, does the victim come to us? Yes. Is the victim alone? Yes. Are there witnesses nearby?
Floor is empty by now, so no.
Did anyone see the victim enter the building?
Doesn't matter because no one gives a shit about pizza delivery guys.
Yes. Is the victim known to us? No. Does the victim's family know his whereabouts? Probably not, no.
What about cell phone?
Well, check it out. If the victim calls us, ask him what the fuck is going on, we gave him the wrong floor number, we know he's got a cell phone. He's got to go back outside, he's got to use the intercom system again, we know he's got no phone.
And then?
And then we kill.
Okay.
That is how you do it. That is how you commit the perfect fucking murder.
You know, this is not actually a bad plan. Pretty solid.
Thank you.
Now we just gotta find a mom and pop pizza shop that doesn't track the information we give them. How about Reggie's?
You kidding me? I love them. Maybe a real slice.
Well, they have more than one location, right? It's possible they keep tabs on their customers. Roy's.
Roy's? You mean Roy's Pizza down the street?
Yeah, they're way behind the times. Plus, the pizza guy can just walk over with the pizza.
Shit, you're a genius, Doc.
Well, I don't have all those degrees for nothing.
Here I was thinking they were all just default inserts from the dollar store.
Roy's.
Hi, I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza.
Delivery?
Yes?
Anything else?
No.
Phone number?
611-555-0011.
Address?
5 Richmond Street West, Suite 507, bus code 55.
1750. 10 minutes? I have a guy walk there.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes. Shit, I can't believe it's about to happen.
So,
So, I guess we should practice, right?
practice?
Yeah, rehearse, whatever. Figure out where we're gonna be, where we're gonna stand, how we're gonna do it, you know?
Okay.
I mean, if we want the plan to succeed, we'd better figure out what the hell we're gonna be doing.
Yeah, I understand. But we're not actually killing, right?
Sure. Okay, pizza guy comes in here, pizza in hand.
Right.
Then what?
I don't know. It's your plan.
Our plan. Pizza guy comes in here, pizza in hand. One of us is gonna have to pull the bag over his head and suffocate him while the other one restrains him somehow so he can't rip the bag or thrash at us. Should we draw straws or something?
Well, I'm not a killer. I'll do the restraining.
Fair enough. So a bear hug should do it. You want to hold this guy's hands down at his sides like this so he can't move
yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
All right, and do not let go because this fucker will kick and thrash like nothing else.
What if we fall over?
Don't fall over.
Obviously, but what if we do?
Well, then you got to be ready to drag this guy down by landing on your knees. That's the only way that we all won't fall over. Plus, I'll be providing support from behind, so you may come face to nutsack with him, but this should work.
Wonderful.
Look, if you can do that and just that, I'll do all the rest. Real dirty shit.
And do you know how you're gonna do that? Do you know how you're gonna hold the bag around his head? Do you know how to actually kill someone?
No, I don't, but it's a strong bag. I'll come up behind him, I'll pull the bag over his head while you bear hug him from the front. I'll make sure I got a strong grip in my fists, pressing the bag up against his face. I'll make sure that there's no air escaping from around his neck, and we're good.
Okay. How long will this take?
It'll take about a minute, I'd say, for him to fall unconscious, and then another 5 for him to actually die once the brain is deprived of oxygen.
We have to hold this for 5 minutes?
It's 5 minutes.
Relax, Doc.
Okay, so pizza guy comes in here, pizza in hand. You gotta bear hug him, ready to drop to your knees. I come up behind him, I throw the bag over his head, I hold, wait for his body to go limp. Hold position, 5 minutes, wait for his heart to stop, okay?
Okay. And where are you gonna hide? If we do this at the front door, where are you gonna hide with the bag?
I don't know.
Maybe we should get him to come further into the office. If the pizza guy has to put the pizza on the counter, you can spring on him from around the corner.
Okay, yeah, that's all good, but how do we get him to come in?
I'll just tell him I left my wallet in the kitchen and he can come put the pizza down.
Okay, but you gotta be right in front of him.
I will be. He'll follow me in, and when I get here, I'll turn. It'll be a quick pivot. I'll turn, and as I turn, you put the bag over his head and I'll grab him.
No. You gotta grab him first, and then I put the bag over his head.
Me first?
Yeah, you first. Because if you don't have a strong grip on him, I won't even bother putting the bag over his head.
Yeah, but if I don't successfully pin him, I'm gonna look like an idiot.
Who gives a shit? We'll make up a story like you tripped or something. It's a lot easier to explain than trying to come up with an idea why we put a bag over his head.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I need a really good grip on the victim in order for this whole plan to work.
Exactly. You are the linchpin of this operation. Without your grip, your strength, the whole thing goes to shit. The victim punches you off, rips a hole in the bag, beats the shit out of me, kicks you in the testiculars, and goes off running for help. And I don't know about you, but I ain't fit enough to turn this situation into the most dangerous game.
I never read that. We should probably close the blinds, too.
Agreed. Fuck!
What?
What are we gonna do with the body?
You don't have a plan for that?
It's not on the board. We never got around to talking about it.
Well, fuck, Reese.
Fuck, I know.
Okay. What do we know about dead bodies?
They're heavy, difficult to manage.
Exactly. What else?
They smell like shit.
Meaning we can't keep it around for long. It's gonna start rotting almost immediately, so time's gonna be really tight.
Can we just use your fridge?
Absolutely not. We've got to get it out of here, and that means we can't dump it anywhere, including the forest or the trash. Heck, even transporting it out of this building is gonna be next to impossible.
But at Weekend at Bernie's, it looked like they had a lot of fun with it.
Reese, this isn't a goddamn movie. But I know what you mean, it did look like a lot of fun.
Hey, look at that. Finally found common ground. So, what's wrong with dumping it?
Once the body is out of our hands, we can no longer control the amount of evidence collected from it. And we don't have the ability to thoroughly clean it here, so...
Burn it, dissolve it, feed it to pigs, something.
No, not burn it or dissolve it. The trash.
You just said no dumping.
There's a large trash compactor in the basement. We can throw the body in, mix it in with a bunch of garbage, and then crush them to bits.
Holy shit, that's amazing. But what about the smell?
Oh, fuck.
All that meat and fat in there.
What about a hefty bag?
A hefty bag?
I kept a few under the sink after I moved in. We can shove them in, flatten the excess air out, and then stick them into the bag.
Like double-bagged vacuum sealing?
Exactly. No rotting smell leaks out, nothing can be seen.
Holy shit, this is it.
Yeah, if it freaking works.
It'll work, I promise. Pizza guy comes in here, pizza in hand.
I asked him to come in as I've left my wallet over here.
Door closes, he follows you to the kitchen.
That's where I turn, give him the bear hug, securing his arms.
And then I jumped in, pull the bag over his head, hold it,
Until he stops struggling.
and then we clean up.
Hello?
Pizza.
Yep. Fuck.
Oh, just relax, Doc. Don't be nervous.
Okay.
So, how was your day?
What?
Good, bad, and before I came, how was your day? What'd you get up to?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just making small talk.
I really don't think this is the appropriate time.
Why not? You know so much about me, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I just realized I don't even know your first name.
What if he's a really big guy?
Like fat?
No, I mean like muscular.
You think he's the Lou Ferrigno of pizza delivery guys?
We should have a signal just in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, like a bird call maybe.
I'm the one answering the door and you want me to squawk at the pizza guy?
Exactly, Doc. You're the one answering the door. You're in control of all of this. If you think he's too strong or he doesn't fit the bill, it's totally your call. I mean, you can either let him in or make him stand by the door.
Right. So I'm in the driver's seat.
You're in the driver's seat, Doc. It's all you.
No one's gonna look for him, right, Reese? Reese!
Shit, yes, no cell phone.
Hello?
Hey, I went up to the 5th floor, but there's no one there.
Sorry about that. We're in room 907 now.
907?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck yeah!
No one's gonna investigate this, right? No one's gonna look for him?
Doc, there's a chance, but don't worry about it. Seriously, don't. They're gonna go to the 5th floor looking for a pizza guy who just disappeared. If the cops ask you if you know what happened, you just say, no, you were analyzing me or whatever all night. I'm your alibi, your perfect alibi. If it comes down to that, which I doubt, we're gonna make it out of this together, Doc. You and me, this is gonna be amazing. Trust me.
Fuck! I'm so fucking nervous. I'm shaking.
Yeah, me too.
You don't look nervous.
Because I'm so fucking pumped!
We're not actually gonna do this, are we?
Remember, strong grip.
Okay. Shit. Go hide.
pizza.
Hi. Come on in.
Oh, no, that's fine. No. I left my wallet in the kitchen.
Come on in.
Oh, yeah.
It's good pizza. It's not great, but it's not bad either.
Yeah. I've had better. I'd order again. I can't believe we did it.
It was wild, huh?
We killed the man.
We killed a pizza delivery guy, Doc. Not a man.
He was a person. He had thoughts, feelings, family, friends. Now he's just a body.
We're all just bodies, Doc.
I'm sorry, I'm just not as comfortable with this as you are.
Don't worry. You'll get over it.
Have you done this before? Have you killed someone before?
Fuck no. What do you think I am, some kind of killer?
It's just that you seem to have this glow.
A glow?
Yeah.
Like an I just got laid glow?
Sorta.
If I'm glowing, it's because you and I are about to get away with the perfect fucking crime. This whole experience has been better than fucking sex. Better than winning the lottery or becoming famous. Everything we talked about, everything we charted and planned is gonna work out, and we're gonna come out on top. So yeah, I'm a little bit fucking excited. And you know, sorry about the dead guy, too.
What if part of our plan doesn't work? What if we get caught?
We're not gonna get caught. Fuck, Doc, you're freaking out over nothing. Look, as long as we sit back, we stick with our story, and get rid of the evidence, everything's gonna be all right. Do you really think investigators are gonna believe that two people who only met hours earlier spent the entire evening orchestrating a murder?
But that's what actually happened.
And it's absurd. That thought will never enter their minds because everything that we've done up to now has been just fucking insane. Look. As soon as I finish this slice, we'll start stuffing the bag, all right? Son of a bitch. What? The fucking blinds are open. What? Fuck! 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 Fucking Christ! Fuck! What the fuck? Why are they open? I thought you said you were gonna close them. I said I agree that they should be closed. Shit! Fucking asshole! Fuck! Come on! Reese! Okay. Now I'm worried. Now I'm starting to panic a little bit. Think anybody saw us? I don't know. I don't know. We gotta get this shit out of here quick. If somebody did see us, they'd probably call them fucking cops already. Fuck, no, God. damn it!
Oh, my stomach. I don't feel so good.
That's your skill, Doc. You gotta take that guilt and you gotta throw it the fuck out of here. Or some pizza.
Oh, God.
God damn it. Fucked by pizza and Venetian blinds. Ugh. Drag him behind the couch. I'll go get the lights.
The fuck? What, are you gonna just pretend that there's no one home? This isn't Halloween.
Relax.
Put your hands up! Don't you fucking move. Dispatch, come in, over.
Look, officer, this is all just one big accident. He slipped and fell. He hit his head.
Shut up. Keep your hands where I can see them. Dispatch, come in. This is Officer Roscoe, badge 567. Over.
Wait a second. Did you just say Officer Roscoe?
Hey, I said shut up.
You're not that asshole pedophile we were emailing a few hours ago, are you?
Roscoe 567?
All right, well, we gotta get rid of this body.